Hey guys, and welcome back to the Sokool Brothers Racing Podcast. I'm Justin Sokool Racing, or the Lawman,
And I'm Colby Sokool Racing, or Little Smoke.
and we're starting these back up. This is the Sokool Brothers Podcast presented by Big R, and we haven't done one of these in a really long time, and we figured, we'd come back, get some new stuff, and make it the best we can for all you viewers.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we actually even did one of these. I think it had to have been 2022, 2023 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe after our 2023 shootout. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did that one then, and then we've taken a break since then. And
Yeah. But what's been going on, Justice?
oh, nothing much, Yeah, I'm in 11th grade now, and you're a senior. I don't know, just racing. And
Yeah. We've been racing a lot actually. Last year we spent the summer in Indiana and ran almost all the KKM series. We didn't go to Pennsylvania, but we went to school on a Friday and started school, and then we were gone we were gone that whole next week. And to go down to SAR and it was just crazy. We were gone a lot racing, but I mean, we're doing what we love, and we get our schoolwork done. We both got A's and everything, so we get it to work out. And but yeah, we raced a lot last year, and at least more than we really ever have, and spent the whole summer in Indiana. But I don't know, let's kind of talk about that. We stayed out there in Indiana. We stayed in a motorhome at actually Rusty's parents' shop, and it was good. We were able to race every single weekend, with something we've been wanting to do for a really long time.
yeah, it was a really good summer. We were out there. We like Colby said, we raced a lot. We raced every weekend at least once. Sometimes we'd be able to race twice at Miami County, and then we make it over to US 24 and run Saturday, and then we did the Indiana Micro Week. We, like you said, we hit the KKM Challenge Series races, other than Pennsylvania. But
Yeah.
then
Texas got rained out.
Yeah, Texas got rained out. But there was a lot of racing that we did, but I feel like we definitely had our best season turnout.
Yeah, I
last
think
year.
which I think it's good, because we needed to get to all those races, and we do as best we can, but I know we're doing what we love, and I just love racing. I love the fact that we're out there in Indiana. It's probably like my favorite place, not just because of the racing. It's just a I don't know, I like it, and that's where I would want to be, in the future. But I don't know, out of all of last year, I mean, started off Towns Race the Milestone, which that's coming up here about a month actually, and then
Yep.
and we went to Towns Race. That was good. Then went to California, and that was just a rough weekend for us.
It was tough. California, different playing field, different dirt. Never raced on any of that out there, but it was tough. All those KKM series races, they put up some really tough competition.
Yeah, but there towards the end of the year, you were doing really good. Because we went to SAR 24 in Coles County.
Oh yeah, 24 SIR.
Or 24 SAR Coles County. And 24, that was all right weekend for us. But SAR, you did really good. Didn't you? Locked in at SAR, and you got second in the feature, right?
On the prelim night, I got third. I was running second, and then ended up third, and then Rusty got fourth on that would have been Friday night.
Yeah,
so then that locked the both of us into Saturday night, and then on Saturday night, I think I ended up finishing P3 there. I definitely had a car.
Oh yeah, P3.
Yeah, I had a car coming on there at the end, and that was a track like no other. Like that was
Yeah.
you had to race that track so much different than any other track I've raced. But
And that's SAR though, because it's an intimidating racetrack, I feel like. Because the first time I went there, we went there with Courtney and Adam back in 2022 with the Winged Outlaws.
yeah, for our first High Banks Hustle.
Yeah, that was it's just like wow, you got a whole new racetrack that you've never been to before, and you got big engines, big wings, and I mean, honestly, I don't even think we did very well, but it was eye-opening, because you had a whole new way how to run a racetrack, because I mean, you got to run like really hard going into the corner there, and I mean, I guess you got to go and run it really hard anywhere, but I feel like it's just that place is just
it's a whole
different.
new atmosphere.
And every time I go there, I have a lot more fun compared to the first time I went there,
Yeah.
because that was, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We I feel like we've come back stronger and stronger every time, and we keep
Well,
keep building our notebooks and
Well, that shows because at the both times Outlaw on-ring at SIR, you and Rusty did really good for the
yeah,
Sprag.
at the Sprag. I think I was
I think you did.
running about a lock in position, and then I think I ended up about 8th and top 6 locked in.
Yeah, and did Rusty lock in at the Sprag? No,
I don't
no,
think so.
he didn't. But then on the final night that got rained out, I think he went. I thought he did pretty good in the seat race. I can't remember.
Yeah,
because we didn't go back for the
the rerun
of the final night. But yeah, so then we're in SAR and then KKM there and the give back in Port City by the end of the year. That was probably my best race of last year, just because it was such a big race. You know, there was how many cars was there? 150.
I don't know. There were
a lot of
there
cars.
were quite a few cars there.
And 67 lap feature, and the feature actually was way different. I mean, all of Keith's races all years. I mean, you go to a place and it's just like he's got it all the way up on the curb and you're just running the top, and then we went there and I don't know if it was just like the how the track work ended up or whatever, but I'm glad it ended up for me. But like we just ran the bottom the whole 67 laps, and at one point I had the lead coming out of 2.
Yeah, it was who was it up there? It was Jake Nail.
Jake Nail was running the top, but then he clipped the tractor tire and flipped coming out of
2.
Yeah, coming out 2, and then they threw the red flag. So then because they do the choose cone stuff, which I hope they do that again this year, because honestly I like the choose cone. What are your thoughts on the choose cone?
I don't know. I feel like it helped us, but then I also feel like it was probably one of the things that hurt us the most, just because you can either make up a lot of track position on that and like make up some starting rows, but then also you could get to the point where you're like, I don't know. I feel like double file, like late race restarts. I feel like everybody's gonna try and race hard for the preferred line at the time, which obviously you're gonna do that anytime you hit the track.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes it creates more carnage than what there needs to be on the track.
That's true, because I think at SIR there was, I don't know if it was on the preliminary or something like that, but by 10 laps to go, there might have been 10 or less cars, just because of the choose cone. Like there was just every single time there was a car getting taken out, one of those. So I think people definitely have mixed feelings about it. But I personally like the choose cone. I just like the fact that it bunches everybody back up, and yeah, you can choose high or low. I mean, over half the time last year, the preferred line was the top. So then you could go to the bottom and hope that you get enough good in the start, and you can slide the guy going in the top.
Or, the people who run in the top, they don't got the momentum yet, and sometimes you could go down there and hit the bottom and make a good run.
Like Coles County. Coles County, the bottom was real good there at the end of 3 and 4, which you caught it. I didn't, but it was just like, I don't know, Coles County was rough. I mean, I wrecked,
Yeah,
and I flipped pretty far down the back stretch.
Yeah, you flipped down the back stretch. I was in the front stretch. And,
yeah.
But I mean that was a good run too. That was
a really good run for you.
Good track.
I like Coles County because we went there. We went there for the first time over the summer, and
that the first summer that we ran the ABMs.
Yeah, we went there. We went there. I forgot about that.
That was when they had like kind of their old surface.
Yeah, it was real flat. But then we went there over the summer, this past year.
Yep.
And we ran our outlaw non-wing
and wing day class.
And I got second on the final night. I lost the lead. I didn't have good restarts, and then just got passed and just could never make it back up and fell second. But I don't know. I like Coles County. I'm excited to go back there this year because I mean they're doing all the KKM stuff again this year. Let me pull up the schedule. I forgot.
Yeah, now this year the KKM schedule, it's all stock non-wing stuff.
Yeah.
It was outlaw non-wing, but now it's stock non-wing. What's your opinion on that?
I know I liked running the outlaws. I think it'll definitely be different, and I don't know if it'll bring more cars in because everybody can be A class and it's more of an even playing field. But it just, I think the bottom. I mean honestly, you think about it in the A class stuff. I feel like you run the bottom. Oh, okay, that's hard to say. Just because, I mean, it just depends on the track conditions or whatever, but I don't know. Like, you see a lot of those guys, like, at the shootout, they run their A-class stuff in the Outlaw, and then they can just stay consistent, make really good laps on the bottom, and be faster than all those guys in the Outlaw. So, like, we go to Sweet Springs, what is that, like midway end of June this year, I think.
I'm not sure. I think it'll be the last race of the summer. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that schedule.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it'll be good. I feel like with the A class stuff, it'll feel like people think that it'll maybe make a more even playing field, but
Yeah.
I feel like more than anything it'll just maybe make it a little bit more racy at times, but also I honestly think that it could make it less racy between everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be fun either way. I'm excited to
I'm excited to get back out there and
I'm
run
excited
that.
to get back out. Okay, here's the schedule. So yeah. So there's a race. There's race in Plaza Park, California, which we
Yep.
went to in California, but
Yep.
that's not points.
Yeah, that doesn't count for the points.
Yep. But then we go to Macon, which we've never been to Macon before, actually.
Yeah, we've never been to Macon.
I've seen videos. It's just high banked, fast racetrack.
Yeah.
And then you go Dodge City Park, which we've also we never raced the Dodge City, right, Justice?
No, we have not raced the Dodge City Small Track. The only time that we've ever been there was to watch the World of Outlaws.
Yeah, a couple years ago. But didn't you go with No, that was the airport. That was the airport. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so then there's Dodge City, and those are back-to-back weekends, Macon and then Dodge City, and then in June, it's the end of June, that we go to Sweet Springs, and then mid July we go to Coles County, and then like the 31st of July to the 1st and 2nd of August is US 24, and then the give back. But all the KKM races this year, other than Plaza and the one in Port City at the end of the year.
They're just the 3-day shows.
They're just
Practice,
3-day show.
prelim, and feature night.
Yeah,
that
which makes it easier because
Yeah.
like last year, like I was talking about with the school thing, because our stuff was in Indiana until September, October, and we were having to like fly out there on Tuesday, so we were missing Tuesday. We wouldn't get out there till late anyways because of the time change. Go down there, drive to the racetrack, practice Wednesday. I would race Thursday, you race Friday, race on Saturday. So now everybody's gonna be racing on Friday, which makes it just that much harder to lock in, honestly. Because I know they take top 6 and they used to split up 3 and 3, but now there's gonna be like the best of the best guys running all night.
Which I feel like really any prelim night that you put yourself in is gonna be a really tough night to be on.
Yeah, I agree. I just think all those races are tough like that. I mean, yeah, we struggled at California. That was tough.
Well,
And even at the shootout.
Yeah, at the shootout. Well, I don't know. At the shootout, the beginning of our week was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, we were 2 of the 18 drivers to lock into all 4 qualifiers, and then
Which is
Then
cool
it
because
would-
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah,
I've always
I've-
wanted to lock all the cars in. That was one of my goals going into it. I'm like, I want to lock all the cars into the qualifiers because that's hard to do there. And all the years in the past I've done it, but then I start in like a D feature or C feature in like stock non-ring or something like that.
yeah. I've never made, I don't think, more than 2 qualifiers at the shootout, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. You know, we had some good heat race, had some strong heat races. We were able to come up through the field and get some really good passing points and finishing points that was able
Yeah.
to lock us into the qualifiers. And then
Yep.
then the qualifiers came around, and I think
We really didn't move positions.
yeah, we really didn't move positions. Those were tougher, obviously, because you take your bowl from being this big, and you got all the drivers down to this, and you got all the guys that are fast running up through the field, and I don't know. It was a good shootout, no matter what. I'm happy with how the shootout went, and I'm happy with what we learned on the cars, and I wanna see what we can do this year.
Yeah, I think it was good. I don't know. The shootout's probably the toughest and the biggest race of the year that we go to.
It is, no
and
doubt.
it's a long week. It's tiring. I mean, we were up every single morning we had the building open at 7, right? Yeah, so we were up every single morning at 6:00. We were like one of the first ones in the building. We get there to the trailer and everything, and just because we do the maintenance on the cars, but I don't know. I love racing, and I love the fact that we didn't have to get up in the morning. Dad or Andrew could have done it, but I didn't feel like it was my job. I wanted to do it because I wanted to go out there on the racetrack. You know, I love this sport, and I just love everything about it.
Yeah, it wasn't a deal where we had to be there, but it was a deal where we just we want to do that. We want to be there early and all that. But let's talk about some of the other races. How about the Clash and the Big Dance, and we talked about the Sprag a little bit, and then there was the hustle that happened this last year. All those races, but we had a really good turnout at the Big Dance.
Yeah, the Big Dance was another really good race for us. You know, what I finished second on my prelim night locked in.
I got third on the prelim night locked in, and then on Saturday night I ended up fourth, I believe.
Yeah,
And
because the Big Dance this year was only practice Thursday, race Friday, race Saturday.
Yeah, so they locked in six from the first night, and that was actually a wild prelim feature. A lot happened,
Yeah.
There was I think the top 3 cars were racing real hard, and 2 of them got together and spun out, and then it ended up where I came up through there and ended up third, and you got around him and ended up second, and it was a lot. There's a lot of stuff that happened that race, but I do agree that was one of our best races.
Yeah,
this year.
and then I won the dash. I started on the pole, and that was the highest up, starting on the pole for any race I've ever been to. And then I just lost it right there on the start, and then after that, I'm pretty sure it just went green to checkered.
Yeah, it went
maybe there was a
there
caution.
might have been a caution or 2 in there.
But the guy who won it, he was really good the whole race. He stayed out front and did everything he should have, and I felt I was doing everything I could. We just got beat, and I got second, but you got third. So that was really good. We were both on the podium at a really big race, and I'm excited to go back to 24 again this year. 24, that's another track that I really like. Running out there in Indiana, and it's just really fast racing on a weekly basis, every single night.
No matter what class you run, it's always really fast. And we had that one show this summer on the weeknight, and it was me and you up there at the front racing each other, and that was, it was a fun race. But I'm kind of sick and tired of finishing second to you.
You beat me this year though, like at those KCAMs and stuff that I didn't even finish.
I'm talking about like the weekly shows.
Well, maybe then you should have slid me. You should have slid me harder into what was that 1 and 2, because I was on the bottom leading.
Yeah,
and I don't think I could hear anybody. You slid me going in 3 and 4, so I slid you back going in 1 and 2, and then slid myself into 3 and 4, and then in 1 and 2, I think watching the video, you should have slid me all the way through.
Yeah, I don't
because you didn't throw it deep enough. You couldn't come up across me.
No, I came up across you on that one.
No,
because
I didn't cross you back over anymore.
I was running the top through 1 and 2, and then there was a lap car in front, or there was a lap car in front of you or something going down the back stretch. Or no, you came up off the bottom, and you were running the top in 3 and 4, and the bottom in 1 and 2, and then third place came up on my inside, and I split you in third, and then threw a slider into 3. And then I got around you, but I lost too much momentum on that one, and then I slid you back into 1 and 2. And I cleared it, but you just had a good run going and had more momentum than I did at the time. And
maybe that's how it is. I can't remember, but I just know because that was with like 10. Was that like halfway through the race?
That was before halfway.
That was before halfway.
Because I remember.
Where'd you start in that race?
I can't remember where I started. I might have started maybe 4th or 3rd or something like that. But normally, it's Colby always up there, ripping the boards and ripping the cushion, and then I'm the one always down there on the bottom hunting, and then Colby was down there, and I had to do something, so I went up top and was running that hard, and then got to Colby, and then at the end of the race it was me running right around the tires, and I was right there with Colby, but I just barely couldn't get him.
That was a good race too. Yeah, and I started second or pole or second or something like that, maybe third, I can't remember, but that was a good race, and that was. But even racing at Miami County, at Miami County, we never really ran. I won the
Indiana
Micro Week the first night there. The track was really rough, too.
Oh yeah, that was
because it just rained track. That whole weekend before.
Yeah, the track was soaked with water, but then they got the track where it was pretty racy, and you could run above the holes, and then you could run right underneath them, and yeah, you you did really good in that one. I think did you walk away with that one, or did you? Yeah, I think I don't know. No matter what,
No, me and second battled for the whole race. He had the lead for a while, and then I ended up getting around him because I think I could get through better through. Might have been 3 and 4, and then I might have been 1 and 2. Oh yeah, I can't remember.
But yeah,
And then I got
know,
around him, but
I know your car was really good in that one, and so was mine. I just started really deep, and
didn't you
and
pinch a
then,
fuel line though?
yeah, it actually ripped the main fuel line up, or ripped it off, and
Yeah.
then it was just
That was a fun racetrack though. That
it-
night was really fun.
that night was really fun. Rusty came to the track with us. We ran that night, and actually Rusty went to a lot of those local shows with us over
Yeah.
the summer. He'd ride with us.
Yeah. Yeah, the three bros riding down into the racetrack in the Dodge.
Yep.
That was fun. I don't know. It was a good summer.
It was a
And
good summer.
I'm excited because I believe that's the plan to do it again this summer. That's what I want to do, and I think that's what we're gonna do. And I'm excited to go back out there and race. You know,
Yeah.
it's good. But like when I built our schedule the other day, like compared to last year, we won't be doing a whole lot of like weekly shows because there's just so many big shows like over the summer. You know.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of big shows, honestly scattered everywhere throughout our schedule. I feel like, and but it's gonna be fun. There's a lot of racing that we have that we're gonna be able to do and that we are going to do.
Yep.
But our first race, the Now 600 National Series, is going to
Yeah.
run at Little Texas Motor Speedway.
Yep.
They're at Texas Motor Speedway.
Which that's
but
another fun racetrack.
That is a really fun racetrack. The KKM series went there last year it was, and then or not this past season, but the season before that they were there, and then the season before that was when Seabell was there.
Yep.
With his Micromania, which you did really good that year, and then the year after that we both were doing really good, and then I just had something happen that sent me to the back of the pack.
Yeah.
And then we're going back there to run some stock stuff there finally, which I think will be fun.
I think that'd be fun.
It'll be exciting. I'm excited to go run some wing day class and stock non-wing with the Now 600 National Series there at Texas, and they always have a good car count and a good competition, I guess you could say. The playing field's always really tough with the Now 600 National Series.
Yeah, and we'll be running wing and non-wing too. So
Yep,
I
wing
think
day class, stock
Hayden's
non-wing.
come down with us.
Yep.
So we'll take the wings on and off, and that's I like running the wing and non-wing, and I'm
Yeah.
excited, like you said, to get the A classes down to Texas, and then very next weekend we go to the milestone.
Yep, we'll have our winged outlaw cars there.
We'll have our
run
winged
Talons
outlaw
race.
cars. We'll have our winged outlaw cars ready. We'll come back home and put the winged outlaw cars in the trailer, and then go and run Talons race.
Yep.
And that'll be good. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun race. I'm excited to get back to, obviously, Texas, like I was saying, but then get back in a winged outlaw car at Port City.
What
And,
do you like running better, winged or non-wing? Like seriously.
I don't know. I like running non-wing, and we ran that all summer, and then I ran a couple wing shows here and there, but I think I honestly enjoy running the wing stuff more.
Really?
I don't know. I guess just not running it as much, and then it's just I find it more fun than the non-wing stuff.
That's a good point. Like, see, I used to be more like fond of the wing stuff. We ran out of time, and I mean maybe I just wasn't comfortable in the non-wing stuff, and then we ran it a lot, and I don't know. I really prefer running non-wing now too, especially non-wing outlaw. That's probably one of my favorite classes to run.
Yeah, I'd say winged outlaw is probably my favorite class to run, and then non-wing outlaw second. But,
yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I just like running the wing stuff. Like what makes you like the non-wing more than the winged?
I don't. I guess I just like the feeling of, which not all the time, but just back in the car in there, and just I don't know. I feel like you drive it more. I don't know. It's kind of just a feel thing. Like the wing, I like that. You run it left, kind of sets down left rear. You're driving around, but I just like the non-wing better. Well, not always time. Not all the time you throw the car in the corner, but I just like the feeling of.
You just like the car being more free, kind of.
I don't even know how to explain it. I guess yeah, but not all the time though, because the non-wing cars. I mean, you don't always. I mean, I guess it's just depends on the setup or the track state or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't know how to answer that because I just like the non-wing better. I don't know if it's because I feel more comfortable in it or if I just, which I feel comfortable in the wing stuff too. I don't know. I guess you got to stump me there.
Yeah.
I think our towel fell down for our covering up the bottom of our legs actually.
I don't know. I think the thing that I like more about winged is just the feeling of the car being planted and sucked down to the track more. I think that's just my whole deal. I like that. Makes it more racy in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, but then when with the wings, like it gets so spread out.
Yep.
Like if you get the green flag run because uh like clean air, I would say is really big. You saw it shoot out there, even with how many cars and like if you can get out front, I think you're gonna be pretty good
Yeah.
because you got all the air.
Yep.
But if you're behind them, you gotta find and search for that air, But I feel even the non-wing stuff can get spread out there. Like if you guys are on the top, if people are on the top and just making consistent laps or whatever, then I could feel it could also get spread out too.
Yeah, because it's hard to run that guy back down.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, now let's get into our sponsors.
Okay. Yeah.
We have 3 new really big sponsors, and we're really excited to bring them on board for our 2025 season.
Yep.
Colby, we're our first one, Global CM. Why don't you tell them a little bit about that?
So, we came into contact with Global CM, Grayson and Jan, little around December, and went in there, started talking, built a relationship, and was able to partner up with them for the 2025 race season. And I'm really excited to see where it goes. Global CM, they're an excavating business. They do earthwork, underground utilities. They design, build, demolition, commercial stuff. So they do a lot of stuff, and I know they do really good work. But Grayson and Jan, they've been really great and really was kind of just able to talk to them about, hey, this is what we do. And Grayson, he's been in the racing for a while. So I'm really excited about this, and we have got to thank them enough. Thank you guys very much. And I'm excited for this upcoming season, and I'm excited to see where it goes for the future because I know I'm just excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. Grayson and Jan, they're 2 amazing people, and they have an awesome company. I feel like everywhere in Colorado, everywhere you go, you look left, you look right, there's construction going on everywhere, and it's all having to do with heavy machinery and earth moving and all of that. So to be in contact with a company like Global CM is awesome because it kind of, I guess, brings us even more into the side of all the apartments being built, and
Yep.
right now they're building a TA travel stop down there in Pueblo.
Yep.
And but they do great work, and they're great people. So
Yep, very much. Justice.
very very proud to be a part of their team. And our next sponsor is Window World of Southern Colorado, and we kind of got in contact with them, just reaching out to these local businesses and some of these franchise businesses that are more local than we thought that they were. And we walked into Window World, and we met Kirsten, and we could just tell that we wanted them to be a part of our race team. And we came in contact with them, like I was saying, and now we're a really close sponsorship with them, and it's awesome to have Kirsten and her husband Chris a part of our team. They the one here in Colorado Springs, Southern Colorado, was founded in 2007. But honestly, Window World has been
it's a worldwide company.
It's a worldwide company.
Yep.
But they started in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and
They've been in racing.
They've been in racing for a long time, with the Andretti's and other big names in the racing industry. And
Yep.
It's really cool to be able to put our name as or put our last name and honestly our first names as 2 of the drivers that are part of the Window World community now, and some of their sponsors.
Yeah, we're glad to have their name on the side of the race car.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, and then the next big sponsor, Big R. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of Big R. I mean, there's one, 5 minutes from our house. There's one down the Springs we've gone to, but we were able to partner up with Big R for the 2025 race season. I'm excited. I mean, this podcast presented by Big R. We got their hats on. They make a lot of stuff. It don't matter if it's clothing. They sell name brand clothes. Area. They have their own brand. They sell guns, ammunition, a bunch of farming equipment, feed. The one out there in Falcon. You can go buy feed from them, but it's not just that too. They got heavy duty stuff. They sell. They have a bunch of oil and coolant and power tools and a bunch of stuff. And if you can't go to the store because it's just not in your area, they're in 5 states now. They're in Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. But say you're not in any of those states, you guys can just order online. Just go to Big R online, and yeah, I mean I'm excited to partner up with them because they're a big, well-known company. Same thing with the rest of the sponsors.
Yeah, they started here in Colorado in La Junta and Lamar, Colorado, back in 1962 as a small family business, and now they have over 35 stores, and it's still owned by the same family. So it's a really cool family-owned business, and we're glad to say that we're part of the family. I'm glad to bring all 3 of these sponsors to be a part of the Sokool Motorsports race team.
Yep, and if you guys haven't already, go check out our Facebooks and our Instagrams. Facebook's Colby Sokool Racing, Just Sokool Racing, because we did post about them, and we have links and places to where you can go find them and check out about them. Window Roll to Southern Colorado, Global CM, Big R, and we're very thankful for all 3 of those guys, and it's all of our sponsors too. We wouldn't be able to do what we both love if it wasn't for our parents, mom and dad, and if it weren't for these sponsors and supporters that we have. These guys, all of them, they're truly great, and I'm just glad to be able to represent them.
Yeah,
we've been representing some of these sponsors for a really long time too.
Yeah, and I hope that we can carry that on with some of these newer ones that we've been picking up here and there, and but it's like you said, none of this would ever be possible without the help and support of our mom and dad. They do so much for us. They're the biggest part in this whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we got all of our sponsors that are behind the race team backing us up too. And like we said, none of this would be possible without any of them. And we're very thankful to have all of these sponsors and supporters and everybody that's on the race car part of the team for our 2025 season and many more seasons to come.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to talk about, Justice? Anything this season? We got our first race coming up, which we talked about a little bit ago. And then I don't know. I'm just excited for another season of racing.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to get it all started up again, and I can't wait to get back at it, get back at the racetrack, and get our racing grind for the next couple months going, and then it'll be shootout time again.
Yep, late nights in the shop, and this year will go by fast. This January already went by really fast, and as soon as we know it, we'll be back down there in the shootout. And I know, again, I'm excited for this year. We got to thank Big R. This is Sokool Bros podcast presented by Big R, so thank you guys very much. And if you guys if there's anything that you want to see, we started up the podcast again. We haven't done it in a while. If there's anything you guys want us to talk about or see, or to us to mention or whatever, just let us know. Put it down in the comments because we're really eager to get your guys' feedback because you guys are the ones that are watching it. If we can't make our fans happy, then I don't know. I think this was pretty good, Justice.
Yeah, I'm excited to get these podcasts back going again. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to give our fans and supporters something to look forward to.
And we built this setup in the basement, basically flipped it around, put our old quarter midgets back there. Got these headsets and got a bunch of Justice got this whole deal set up. I don't really know how to work it, but
yeah, it's a really big improvement from what we had last time. And like Colby said, if you guys have any suggestions or anything that you guys think that we could improve on, or if you guys want us to talk about a topic on our next episode, these will be about roughly maybe 30 minutes long, and I think we're gonna try and push out 2 a month.
Yep. Yeah, and it'll be good. I'm excited. So, Justice, anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one. This is the Sokool Brothers podcast presented by Big R, and I'm Colby Sokool.
And I'm Justice Sokool, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right, see you guys next time.